Well, Scott, I can't believe it was actually 7 goals in the end. It was such a tough first half, but you got the goals in the second period. What was your overall assessment?
Didn't think we were at the races at all in the first half. Our passing was really poor, which is not great given the fact that we work so hard on passing, possession, keeping the ball, and we've got such great players that can, pass and move. And I think that it just didn't click in the first half at all. Give Forfar credit because they were aggressive and kept their shape and made it difficult, but 1-0 at half time I think flattered us, to be totally honest, Callum. But the second half they went and put into practice some of the things that we talked about at half time, and played some good football in the second half. Passed the ball much better, created lots of chances, and we had some good goals in the end.
As well as perhaps not playing particularly well in the first half, it seemed as well the second half, maybe the wind behind the backs, you seemed to adapt better with some of those passes which didn't seem to come off in the first half.
Yeah, I said to them before the game, playing sort of down the hill with the wind, to just keep it simple, keep it to feet. There's no point in putting it in behind. The ball's going to roll on and roll off the park here. So that happened a number of times, and I just think we, as a team, just as I say, we just weren't on it, and I was disappointed with that. But they know themselves when they're not playing particularly well. And it's important that they dig in and make sure that they keep a clean sheet, and then work through the game to become better, and that's exactly what they did. And the longer the game went on, the better the passing got, the better the movement got, the more chances we created, and it was good in the end to get 7 goals.
1 or 2 injuries at the moment, including Lara Evenos coming off in the first half. How well did the players that started and came on perform for you, and is it a bit of a concern 1 or 2 injuries coming now with a couple of big games ahead?
Yeah, we've picked up a couple of injuries now, and we just have to deal with that. All the teams have to put up with injuries. We're no different. It's good to get game time in the legs of the players that come into it. I think Murren worked really hard. She's been working very hard since coming back from a long-term injury, and it's good to get good game time in her legs and get her started in the team. And I thought Jordan did well when she came on and looked dangerous at times around the box. Obviously got a goal as well, and I think there were a number of players who towards the end of the game started to find their form again.
Claire's saying it's almost like she's never been away.
Yeah, she likes to score goals. She gives us that real incisive part of play that I think teams need and want. And I think the relationship there with Kirsty, who's just moved slightly positionally, but it's quite fluid with Kirsty and Claire. They can play in a couple of different positions up top, and it means they can mix it up when they need to. And I think Kirsty came onto a game in the second half, got really involved, and can set up goals as well as taking myself.
Just finally, there's 2 big games coming up: Celtic in the League Cup, and then Hibs to round off March. I think all the time I've seen City, they've always been quite slow starters until the big games have kind of hit usually mid-April, but it's a far quicker kind of spell of big games. How good has it been to perhaps even today not playing your best, scoring lots of goals ahead of these 2 big games?
Yeah, well, that's one thing we have to say is the players have done fantastically well to score the goals they've scored since the start of the campaign. It's quite a lot of goals we managed to notch up, which is good because it makes people feel good, makes the players believe in what they're doing. And yeah, we've got a couple of big games coming up, and the players know it. We've been here before. We know what we have to do, and we're continuing to build as a team, as a squad, and we keep looking to get better and keep our standards high. And it was good that we finished with much higher standard today than we started, and that bodes well for going into the next couple of games.
Okay, well done today, Scott.
Cheers, Callum. Thank you.